Hey guys, Mr. Kyle Myers Mathematics, and let's just jump right into it. So today I want to go through this worksheet. There's a thing where you can like Google worksheets, and you're probably like, wait, why would I want to do extra math? Well, because you can pick whichever problem you want to do. You can do as many or as little as you want, and you have all the answers given to you. But this is a great way, in all seriousness, to just kind of make sure you've got it down. If you've only been given a few problems for homework and there's only like one of a certain type, and you're like, oh, I don't really know if I get that problem still, and we're on this different thing, it's like a slightly different topic, but this problem over here, it was like, I don't know, it was like kind of weird. I don't know if I really got that thing down yet. So you're like, okay, well, I need to figure out like, hey, well, maybe I need to do some more of a different kind. Well, this is what I was thinking. So if you were, stuck on a problem where you have to plug in a number into variable, or several in this case, then you might need to know how to do that, or you might be stuck on one, or you maybe kind of figured out one of them, but you still don't feel that confident. So that's what the goal of this is today. I'm just going to go through and work out all of these problems. I'll start off a little bit slower on the first few, and then kind of just use just normal pacing for the rest of them, I guess. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right in. So the idea here is m is 7. So m is 7. N squared minus m. M is 7, so 7. And then there's a minus sign. So minus m, now it's minus 7, because I'm going to put a 7 there instead of an m. So that's the whole idea here is you're substituting. M is equal to 7, so instead of a 7, or instead of an m here, I can put a 7 instead. And then the same thing for the n. N is now 8, but it's still squared. All the other numbers and symbols still exist. And then I just do PEMDAS. So PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, because she tooted. All right, so there's no parentheses, but there is an exponent. 8 times 8 is 64. All right, so we had an exponent. No multiply, no divide, no add, but there is a subtract. 64 minus 4 would be 60, and then minus 3 more would be 57. It's one way to do it, or you can just remember that, it would give you 57. And of course, if you're not sure, you can always plug it back in or go backwards and make sure you get the answer. But yeah, 57, that's it. So next one here, do the same thing. So it's 8 parentheses, and then instead of x, I put the number that it's equal to. So it's equal to 5. Still put a minus, and then y is equal to 2, so I'm going to put a 2 here. Now, I can distribute, but why not just do PEMDAS? PEMDAS. Inside of a parentheses, it looks like I have, right? Inside of a parentheses, you could have a parentheses, you could have exponents. You can have a PEMDAS, a whole set of PEMDAS stuff inside of a parentheses. So it turns out I don't really have anything to do inside the parentheses besides subtracting. So I'm going to subtract 3. And of course, if I have a parentheses here, it means times. So if I do this, technically there's like a times there if you put a number right next to a parentheses. So I did subtract, which means my parentheses are done. No exponents, but I do have something to multiply here. 8 times 3 is 24. Let's change colors. Let's go red this time. So next we have number 3 and number 4. So I'm going to go ahead and just go in. Now, number 3 is a little weird because it's yx divided by 2. So I don't really like when they use division signs. I'd rather they just use fraction bars. And here's why. This could mean this, or it could mean this. Now, in this case, it's, the same thing because we're just multiplying and dividing. But sometimes it matters which one you actually mean. So I'm going to go ahead and just subtract this real quick. Or not subtract, erase. Erase, subtract, math words. So y is 2, x is 7, so 2 times 7 divided by 2. Well, 2 is, going to cancel here. Or you could multiply across. If you multiplied across, you would get 14 over 2, which is 7. Or you can just do it this way. There's a couple different ways to do that. So m minus n divided by 4. Now, when they say this, now it matters. Now it matters. So when they say this, what they mean is this right here. So we have m minus n over 4. So I like to use the fraction bar better. I just think it looks nicer and it makes more sense. We're going to follow PEMDAS anyways, but still. So m is 5 minus n is 8 divided by 4. All right, so PEMDAS. No parentheses, no exponents, no multiplying, but there is division. 5 minus 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we had a division to do. And then no addition, but we do have some subtraction. 5 minus 2 is 3. And there we go. All right. Seems like I'm on to the whole primary color thing here. So let's do yellow next. And if I can't see it, maybe I'll switch to gold. So x is 6 minus y is 1 plus 6. Pretty straightforward. I'm not even going to do PEMDAS for this one because I'm not even like multiplying or dividing or anything. 6 minus 1 is 5 plus 6 is 11. Right, pretty straightforward there. Z is 19 plus x is 1. 1 cubed is 1 because, 1 times 1 times 1. So really, 1 to any power, it's supposed to be a W, 1 to any power is equal to 1 because, it's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. So anyways, this is just 19 plus 1. And I'm doing that first because PEMDAS. 19 plus 1 is 20. Boom shaka. All right, so now I guess we can go ahead and transition into secondary colors and start to get a little fancy. So 7 and 8. Y is 8 plus y is 8. Again, I'm plugging in y twice. So you can plug it in more than once. You don't have to plug it in like once and then you've exhausted your plug-in allowance or something. Like you just plug it in everywhere you see it. So 8 plus 8 times 15. So PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S. No parentheses, no exponents. We do have some multiplying to do. And I don't really know what 15 times 8 is off the top of my head, but I do know a trick for multiplying by 8. I can double it 3 times. So double it once, 30. Double it twice, 60. Double it again, 120. So this is 120 plus 8 is 128. Da, da, da. All right, so Q divided by 6. Q is 12 divided by 6. I like to use the fraction bar, plus P, which is 10. All right, so PEMDAS, parentheses, nope. Exponents, nope. Multiply, nope. Divide, yes. 12 over 6 is 2 plus 10. All right, and then the only thing that's left to do is to add, so I don't really need to use PEMDAS anymore. All right, next secondary color, where is it? Purple. Haha. Okay, x is 20 plus 8 minus y. What's y? It's 17. 20 plus 8 is 28. Facts. And then 28 minus 17, well, you can do that, like this if you really wanted to, right? If you get stuck with it. But you can kind of just do it in your head too if you want. So 28 minus 17, 8 minus 7 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So the answer is 11. So 15, next, minus. And then one thing I like to do if you ever get stuck with this, because negative signs are the bane of everyone's existence. They're the number one reason why anybody misses a math problem. And actually, that kind of brings me into my guide called The 5 Math Mistakes Everyone Makes. Spoiler alert, the number one mistake everyone makes is watching their negatives, getting a negative wrong. So that's number 1 out of the 5. They get a little bit more vague as you go down because obviously there's a lot of things you can do wrong in mathematics. But it's a very helpful guide. You should check it out. You can download it for free on my website, myersmathematics.com, M-Y-E-R-S, mathematics.com. So go check that out. But here's what I like to do in order to not mess up this negative sign. Put a 1 here. Right? Because anytime you have a minus and then a parentheses, it means you're multiplying, but it doesn't make that much sense to multiply a negative sign. So we'll just put a number there. It's a 1. That's what's supposed to go there. It's just that you don't have to put a 1 there. But now I know, hey, I'm distributing a negative 1. And then, of course, I want to plug in my, my numbers for my letters. So M is 3. P is 10. OK. So remember, you don't have to distribute first if you can do PEMDAS first. PEMDAS. And of course, inside the parentheses, there's a whole nother PEMDAS, but I'll just circle the P in PEMDAS. We're doing parentheses first, so that's 13. Right? No, so I'm done with that. No exponents. We do have something to multiply. That's going to be 15 minus 13, negative 1 times positive 13. So there we go. No division, no addition, just subtraction left. Oh, I almost put 12 there. All right, so that's just 2. All right, and the last of the secondary colors is orange. So use some orange here. And then we'll get into tertiary colors. OK. So let's see. Now we want to do 10 minus x plus y divided by 2. So 10 minus x is 5 plus y is 2 divided by 2. Okay, so no parentheses, no exponents, no multiply. We have a divide. So let's do divide. 2 over 2 is 1, right? PEMDAS. We only have addition and subtraction left. Fun fact, multiplication and division you can do together. And addition and subtraction you can do together. Since they're pretty much the same thing, you ever heard of the expression, 2 sides of the same coin? That's kind of what's going on here, guys. So 10 minus 5 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 6 es la respuesta. So then we go on to the next one. P is 7 minus 2 plus QP. Q is 4. P is 7. A little bit slow on that one just because Q and P look so similar. It's just like one is like flipped over. All right, so no parentheses, no exponents. We need to multiply. That's 28. 7 minus 2 plus 28. And then just like the last problem, we did a multiply thing. Well, I mean, we did a division thing on number 11. But anyways, you did one thing, and then all of a sudden, there's only addition and subtraction left. So 7 minus 2, 5, plus 28. 28 plus 2 is 30, and then plus 3 more. 33. Ta-da. All right. So then we have 13. So let's use some tertiary colors here. Why don't we do black? We'll just do black, and then we'll go like one shade of gray lighter each time until we get to a shade that's just too light to see. We'll just do that. So Z is 2 times Y is 5 plus 4 times Y. So there we go. Now we're going to do PEMDAS. So P-E-M, we got some M's. 2 times 5 is 10. 4 times 5 is 20. 10 plus 20 is 30. Boom, big facts. All right, so gray. All right, so B is 4. A is 9. B is 4. A is 9. It's like checkers. Every other one. So we do have PEMDAS that we can do. I made that a little bit big, actually. So let me 4, 9, 4, 9. Let me just make that a little bit smaller so I can fit in the work here. So 4, 9, 4, 9. All right, very cool. So 4, 9 plus 4 is 13, plus 9. All right, so I did PEMDAS, right? I did the parentheses first. There's no exponents, so then I do this. The trick to multiplying by 4 is to double it twice. So double it, 26. Double it again, 52. 52 plus 9. The trick to that is to add 1 digit to the tens place and take away 1 digit to the ones place. So 6 and 1. So many math tricks out there. So many. All right, so 1 shade of gray less. P, 4 squared divided by 4 minus m. Very cool. All right, so 4 squared is 16. So that equals 16 over 4 minus 3. 16 over 4 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. The answer is 1. All right, 1 shade less. X is 4. Y is 9 divided by 3. I'll just leave this one as a dividido, divide by symbol. And then la potencia dos. Right, that looks like that's it there. So we're going to do PEMDAS again, right? PEMDAS. I'm actually going to write this one out this time. So parentheses, right? Inside the parentheses, we have something to do. We only have one thing, so I'm not going to write a PEMDAS inside of a PEMDAS. But this would be 4, and then 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we just did the P. And then we have an E. 3 squared is 9. So this is 4 times 9. And then we have a multiply to do. So 9 times 4, or 4 times 9, 36. And I don't know why I started about a couple minutes ago to start talking in Spanish every now and then, but I don't know, I did. So sorry, not sorry. Anyways, 17, 4 plus, I think this is the lightest shade it'll let me go. You can still see that, right? Let me know in the comments if you can't see this one. M, that's 4, plus N is 9, minus M is 4. So lots of just adding and subtracting. I'm going to do some big brain stuff, actually, because watch this. 4 minus 4 is 0. Aha. 9 plus 4 is 13. So that is the answer. And for my final act, I'll use white so you can't see it. Did you see that? You see any of that? You can see it if I write on that. All right, just kidding. I'm going to stop. So let's start to do some tertiary colors here. How about, I'm going to call this mahogany. I don't know. I'm slightly color deficient, so if it's not primary or secondary, I can't tell what it is. Q. Q is 3. Maybe we call it mauve. I don't know. I don't even know what to call that color. So Q is 3, P is 7, plus Q is 3, minus P is 7. So we're doing that 3, 7, 3, 7 thing. 4, 9, 4, 9. All right, we're going to do PEMDAS. Ha, shocker. We're going to do parentheses. Nope. Exponents. Nope. Multiply. And then plus 3, minus 7. 21 plus 3 is 24. 24 minus 7. 24 minus 4 is 20. Minus 3 more is 17. So that is the answer to that. Let's get some other fun color here. How about like a... Oh, it does say what color it is. What is that? Oh, it's magenta. I was using magenta. Oh, okay. If you hover over it, it tells you what color it is. Wow, you learn something new every day. All right, so M is 7, N is 6, and then divided by 6 plus 10. All right, well, 7 times 6, I don't need to know because it's 6 divided by 6 that goes away. So it's just 7 plus 10, which is 17. Whoa, crazy. So what I just did there was I divided 6 by 6 first, and then when I did that, it went away. I just have 1 left, right? So 7 times 1, which is 7. So by dividing, I kind of didn't have to multiply. Yeah. Of course, you could do 7 times 6 first, which is 42, and then 42 divided by 6, which is 7. But that would be more work. And why would you want to do more work? No. All right, so actually, fun fact, at least fun, I'm pretty sure this is a fact. Brown is a tertiary color because it is neither primary nor secondary. Didn't know you were going to learn some art today, did you? Yeah. All right, so 2 plus 6, 6 minus H. What is H? It's 2. So PEMDAS, I'm going to write this one out this time. This one, seems to deserve an actual written out PEMDAS. Because we have a parentheses, 6 minus 2 is 4. I'll keep that in parentheses. But we're done. No exponents. We do have some multiplying to do. 6 times 4 is 24. Check me on that if you want. No division, but we do have some addition. 2 plus 24 is 26. Very awesome. All right, what color have I not used yet? How about like some baby blue? Yeah, we're going to do some baby blue. B is 1 minus 1 squared plus 6 squared. All right, so PEMDAS, right? PEMDAS. PEMDAS. By the way, I haven't said what it actually stands for. If you've never used PEMDAS ever in your life, P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponents, M stands for multiply, D stands for divide, A stands for subtract, or A stands for A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. So 1 minus 1. We do that first because it's inside the parentheses. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 squared plus 6 squared. I could do 6 squared now, but I'm not going to. So yeah. Exponents, 0 to any power is 0. 6 squared is 36. All right, so we did exponents. We don't actually need to go down to the add step because 0 plus anything is that number. So the answer is just 36. All right, how about some pink? Yeah, just some pink now. Ooh, this one has got multiple parentheses. Check this out. All right, so 2. X is 4. Oh, remember, put a 1 there. If it doesn't trip you up, don't do it. But, if it trips you up sometimes, I would recommend it. Highly recommended. 9 minus 4 times y, which is 2. Did I have enough parentheses there? I think so. So this time, we're going to really break out the PEMDAS. 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 And we actually have a parentheses inside the parentheses. So technically this is technically like this thing. But there's nothing to do because, it's just a 2. So there's really nothing to do there, actually. No exponents, but there is something to multiply inside the parentheses. Let's see. So actually, wait, I lied. Hold on. I didn't go far enough into the realm of PEMDAS. I needed to go one more PEMDAS inside. Lies. PEMDAS. There we go. Okay. So inside the first parentheses, there's another parenthesis. So I have to go inside of that. So actually this too represents this P that I just crossed out over there. There's no E, but there is an M. So this is technically the M inside the M, inside the M, inside the M, inside the M. Whoa, it's like some Inception stuff now. All right, so 2, 4, that's 1, 9 minus 4 times 2, that is 8. All right, so that was the M in the PEMDAS, Whoa, there's no division, but there is, also no addition, but there is subtraction. There we go. So then we have 2, 4 minus 1 times 9 minus 8 is 1. Very cool. So then we have that. All right. Subtraction. Yeah, so that happened. So we're done now with the parentheses inside the parentheses. Now all that's left is just a couple more things. We have 2, 4 minus 1. That's technically the M, but there really wasn't too much to do there, so I don't know. We'll go ahead and count it. It counts, I guess. So then what we have left here is 2, and then we have 4 minus 1. So no division, no addition, just subtraction. 4 minus 1 is 3. So that's the S. 2 times 3 is 6. Now, actually, this is out here. This is the M in the first PEMDAS. We finally reached the outer PEMDAS. We're almost in the clear. We didn't get stuck in the void in the fourth layer deep of the Inception stuff. All right, anyways, so the answer was 6. That was a crazy one, but we did it, and now it's done. So we're going on to the next one. Let's see. Pick a color, any color. How about skin? Whatever that is. What is it called? Beige. Ah, okay. So I guess when it's skin colored, it's beige. Very cool. All right, so anyways, 9 minus 9 minus. How many 9s are there? Goodness gracious. 9 minus 9 minus 9 minus, what's y? 1. And then it's to the third power. All right, so I'm not going to do the PEMDAS inside the PEMDAS inside the PEMDAS on this one. But as you can imagine, we start on the most inside parentheses. There's no more parentheses than the one that's on the most inside, so we start with exponents. This would be 9 minus 1. 1 to any power is 1, so there you have it, folks. And yeah, so then we have that. Then, of course, we're going to do 9 minus 1, which is 8. So then we have that. Now we're done with the inside parentheses. So then we have 9. This is just 9 minus 8. 9 minus 8. Bet you can't guess. It's a 1. So there we go. 9. And then this is, of course, technically we would do multiplying next, but that's 9 minus 1, which is 8. So the answer is 8. All right. And then for the last one, I don't know. We've already used blue, but I really like blue. So let's use whatever this shade of blue is. Indigo. Aha. Indigo. I thought indigo was supposed to be purple, but it just looks blue to me. I don't know. Yeah, it just looks blue. Anyways, 8 is J, parentheses. H is 9 minus 9 to the third power plus 2. So this one actually isn't too bad because 9 minus 9 is 0. And 0 to any power is 0. 0 times anything is 0. 0 plus anything is not 0. 0 plus anything is actually that other number. So the answer here is dos. And that is it. So technically, you can look up all the answers on a Kuta worksheet. That was not the point of this. The point was so that you can, get the solutions. So here's all the answers. They give you all the answers in these worksheets if you're not familiar with these. But here's all the answers right here. So actually, what I think I might do is I might save this document and maybe put it like on my website. And you can look at it and download it for free if you want. And I'll do that as well. On top of my other free thing, which is the 5 math mistakes everyone makes and how to avoid them. Just a little PDF guide I put together to help you to figure out, like, hey, like, why am I making math mistakes? And what can I do to avoid making any more? On the road to success and never making another math mistake. So anyways, that's it. This has been Mr. Kyle, Myers Mathematics. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have enjoyed it, go ahead and smash the like button. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I will see you in another episode.